some people's names that have special meanings in American English and expressions. Cup of Joe. The phrase, get a cup of Joe, is a colloquialism that means to get a cup of coffee. It is believed to have originated in the United States Navy in the early 20th century, where sailors would refer to a cup of coffee as a cup of Joseph Daniels, a reference to the Secretary of the Navy at the time, who was known for his strict policies against alcohol. Over time, Joseph Daniels became shortened to Joe, and the phrase cup of Joe became a popular way to refer to coffee. Example: I'm going to grab a cup of Joe before heading to work. In this sentence, cup of Joe is used to refer to a cup of coffee. The speaker is indicating that they are going to get a cup of coffee to help wake them up and prepare them for the day ahead. Average Joe. The term average Joe is a colloquialism that is used to describe an ordinary, average person, typically a man. It is used to refer to someone who is not particularly exceptional or extraordinary in any way, and who represents the typical or average person in society. The term Joe is a common nickname for men, and when used in this context, it represents an average, ordinary person. The phrase is often used in a positive way to celebrate and acknowledge the contributions of ordinary people, who may not receive the recognition or praise given to more exceptional individuals. Overall, the term average Joe is used to describe someone who is relatable and representative of the everyday person, rather than someone who is exceptional or extraordinary. Example: I'm just an average Joe who works a 9-to-5 job and likes to watch sports on the weekends. In this sentence, average Joe is used to describe the speaker as an ordinary, typical person who leads a relatively normal life. It emphasizes the speaker's relatability and lack of exceptional qualities and suggests that the speaker is representative of the average person in society. Did not know Jack. The phrase did not know Jack is a colloquial expression that means that someone has no knowledge or information about a particular subject or situation. It is typically used to convey a sense of ignorance or cluelessness about something. The origin of the phrase is not entirely clear, but it is believed to have originated in the United States in the mid-19th century, and it is possible that the phrase did not know Jack originally referred to someone who was ignorant of the devil and his ways. Today, however, the phrase is used more broadly to refer to someone who is uninformed or lacking in knowledge about any given topic or situation. It is often used in a negative or critical way to suggest that someone should have known or understood something but did not. Example: after graduating from college, I thought I knew everything there was to know about my field, but when I started working, I realized that I did not know jack about the real world of work. In this sentence, did not know jack is used to convey the idea that the person has a limited understanding of the practical aspects of their field, despite their academic knowledge. John Q. Public is a name that is often used to refer to an average member of the general public, especially in the United States. The name is a placeholder used to represent an anonymous ordinary citizen and is sometimes used in legal or governmental documents to refer to a hypothetical person or entity. The origin of the name is unclear, but it is believed to have been in use since the early 20th century. It is often used to illustrate or describe the experiences or opinions of the general public as a whole, especially in the context of politics, public policy, or public opinion. Overall, John Q. Public is used to represent the collective voice or perspective of ordinary citizens as opposed to specific groups or individuals with more defined identities or interests. Example: politicians need to pay attention to the concerns of John Q. Public if they want to win elections. In this sentence, John Q. Public is used to refer to the average citizen or voter, and the speaker is suggesting that the politician need to understand and address the concerns of ordinary people in order to gain their support. Geez Louise is a mild exclamation of surprise, frustration, or emphasis. It is a slang phrase that is typically used in informal conversation, especially in American English. The phrase is believed to be a euphemistic expression of Jesus Christ, with Louise added on for added emphasis. The origins of the phrase are not entirely clear, but it is likely that it originated as a way to avoid using the name of Jesus in a blasphemous or irreverent way. Overall, Geez Louise is used to express a range of emotions, from mild annoyance to surprise or excitement. It is often used as an alternative to more explicit or offensive language. Example: Geez Louise, I can't believe how long it's taking to get this project done. In this sentence, Geez Louise is used to express frustration or impatience about the slow progress of a project. It adds emphasis and emotion to the statement while still remaining relatively mild and inoffensive.